to episode 771 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, September 14th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. And Wes, right before we were closing up, you said you were hanging with a rodeo clown. What's happening?
Well, yeah, Pat was talking about the bull fighting thing that him and Chaps did, and you guys were talking about that Avocare drink, and I was saying that in rehab, you get assigned like a little brother. You're supposed to, like, when they come in after you, take care of them, you show them the ropes, and mine was like a giant, like 270-pound rodeo clown dude. God, I can't remember his name, but he actually like left campus one day, walked to the a store like 5 miles away and came back. But he was he like snuck in opioids and shit, and people were doing him with them. Yeah,
sick.
He was saying the rodeo circuit is just riddled with opioids.
Did it take him a while to get out of bed because of all this? Like,
he never got out of bed. We were always trying to get him out of bed. Yeah. It was like every morning. I'm not dealing with him anymore.
Did he have any metal body parts, like a
not
hook
that I
for
know
an arm,
of.
or
no?
Yeah, plate in his head.
A plate.
He's a super nice guy. Just down on his luck.
Yeah, I mean, well, hopefully, it helped. Hopefully, stay there helped. And then he's back in the rodeo now. Today, we're talking about swollen testicles, some stuff in poor taste, Taco Bell, tobacco bribes, the Taliban, and a tank thief.
A lot of T's in there.
Was that some stuff in poor taste, Taco Bell, or was it some stuff in poor taste, Taco Bell?
I guess I'll have to find out.
You might have to find out. You might have to stick around to the end of the show. Also, we're talking about the fourth gentleman to join the private space race too.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Tossing that.
About it?
Love it. Okay. Also, follow at Hard Factor News on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Also, subscribe and download wherever podcasts are free. Support the boys. Anything else, fellas?
Houston was his name.
Houston. Shout out Houston.
Did you ever drop it on him?
Huh?
Did you ever drop it on him?
Drop what on him?
Houston, we have a problem.
No, I didn't.
When he wouldn't get out of bed.
I bet he heard that a lot.
He got that from some of the
rodeo.
other guys. Yeah.
The problem is the bull that's attacking the bull rider.
Houston, we got a problem. You snuck opioids in. It's like liquid form of opioids, all fucked up. It's like eyedroppers opioids. It's weird.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Advanced.
Yeah.
It's the real shit. All right. Let's do the news.
If you need a plug, rodeo clown.
Yeah. It's good to know. Good to know. Rodeo circuit. All right. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact. Today's fun fact is that Hard Factor is now being tracked by the official media bias chart. So you guys, I'm sure you've seen this before because I've sent it to you. I made one as a joke back in May 2020 that basically turned out to be our exact real score. So we have 3 measurements so far. Our mean left to right bias is 0.0, and our mean reliability is 24.33 out of 64. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, as intern Cam puts it, we're too dumb for bias. We're also keeping it barely above the incomplete reporting level, just like right above.
So put that back on. Put that back on so people on YouTube will describe. The lower you are, that's the closer to either like
inaccurate,
purposely inaccuracy, like
right,
or just you didn't do your research. The higher you are is called like super reporting, like you've done facts
only. Facts only.
So
AP is at the top.
Yeah, exactly. So we're right in the center, no bias, and we don't do a ton of research. They're saying
we're below the New York Post.
We're right below the New York Post, but we're way above InfoWars. So
it's exactly where we want to be.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Be
Yeah. Like, but we're in our own space over there, pretty much. I mean,
that's amazing.
People around us, but pretty good.
If you look at the.
If you look at who had to listen to us, that's what I want to know. Someone got assigned us.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Yes, and speaking of that, Pat, I do want to say thank you to the Hardo Hive for being 100% responsible for getting us put on the map of these Big J trackers to prove we are truly below the fray of the other news stations. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Because somebody, like you said, Pat, somebody had to submit our episodes and our shit to get like tracked on there. So.
Yeah, but Wes, what were you saying? If you look at the,
I was saying if you look before you even search us, if you look at like the like if you want to pay for it, we are out in the middle of just nowhere. Like we are singled out on the on the page. Like
we're on the GIF actually.
There's no one like us, Wes.
Right.
We're on the GIF.
There's a lot of
there
dots. There's a lot of dots overlapping.
It's good though. It draws attention right to us.
Yeah, we're right there in the middle by ourselves, all
In
the
the
way at the
center.
bottom.
I love it.
But yeah, people try to stay above the fray. We stay below it here at Hard Factor. At least that's what the media bias chart says. September 14th, holidays are Eat a Hoagie Day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gobstopper Day, Live Creative Day, National Ants on a Log Day, National Coloring Day, National Cream-Filled Donut Day, National Quiet Day, National Sober Day, shout out Houston, Support Latino Business Day, and the Exaltation of the Holy Cross Day.
What's up with Ants on a Log Day? I bet like the person that came up with that nickname was probably pretty pleased, but didn't think it was going to stick forever, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like peanut butter and raisins in between a celery stick.
On a
Like,
celery stick. You guys eat those?
That looks like ants on a log.
Not with the ants, but I love peanut butter and celery sticks.
Really? Big,
Yeah.
That's a good time, Fit Boy Fall.
yeah, raisins is such an old people food.
It is.
Yeah, it
You
really
guys,
is.
I'm a cranberry. I'm a dried cranberry over raisins.
Oh, are you talking about
personally?
You're talking about craisins, which
Of course,
I am
craisins.
crazy about. Will, but
Ocean
no,
Spray.
they say you are what you eat, right? And old people eat raisins, and they
They do.
also kind of resemble
Prunes, yeah.
raisins.
It's true.
There you
Try
have
it
it.
out.
I don't know why they ruin pretty much anything you put them in.
So what do you eat, Pat?
Not
Penises?
raisins, bro.
What do you eat?
Dicks.
Penises?
Yeah.
Is that what? Yeah.
I look like a dick.
Is that what you're
What's the most handsome
Got
food
him.
out there?
What do you eat? Dicks?
What do you eat?
Love dicks. Ow.
Pat's eating beavers.
Yeah, eating beavers. Yeah. Great name. Great name for fantasy football too.
Oh
Eating
yeah,
beavers, yeah.
eating beavers.
I wouldn't know.
The main winner today is obviously Eat a Hoagie Day. So everybody, I hope you get to eat a hoagie. Today in history, September 14th, in 1814, Francis Scott Key was inspired to write the Star-Spangled Banner after Fort McKinley withstood a British attack. So, way to go. Shout out Francis Scott Key. In 1847, Mexico City was captured by U.S. forces under General Winfield Scott, ending the Mexican-American War. So they took that. In 1901, President William McKinley died 8 days after being shot in Buffalo, New York. So pretty big one there. President
Tough
died.
8 days, probably. That sucks.
Yeah, he's technically on the presidential assassination list, but it's kind of a gray area. Some historians will argue that.
Why
Who
would they
argues
say
he wasn't
that?
assassinated?
I mean, was he as assassinated as like Lincoln?
Oh, I see. Like because 8 days.
He's shot and he died.
Right.
Are
Yeah.
you referring to yourself?
You're saying that maybe he had like bad gout, and that was actually he would have survived the gunshot if he didn't have the gout or something.
It was his wife nagging at him to get better.
When you say experts, yeah, I refer to
Died of
myself.
annoyance.
I mean, I'm just saying, was he as assassinated as Kennedy? I'm just saying.
I mean, no. Resolutely.
If you were to
no.
make an assassination bias chart,
Right, but it's still an
presidents
assassin,
that
right?
assassinate-
Because
It's
an
the
assassination.
worst assassination. It wasn't a good one, yeah.
also you could say McKinley's was worse because he had to suffer for 8 days in between the
Yeah.
shot.
What if that was the guy's intention all along? He's such a good assassin. He's like, you will
Hits him in
suffer.
the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Well, if you read about it, the docs may have screwed it up a little bit.
you don't
really?
say.
Mhm, yeah.
What if they
We
were
didn't
in
have
on it?
the Cleanest hands back then.
1901.
Yeah, 1901. Here, bite down on this wood while we take the bullet out of your stomach with our bare hands.
They're like, leave it in.
All right, first things first, we're going to need to get a lot of blood out of this guy.
Yeah.
It's safer to leave.
Get all the bad blood out.
It's a very nerve-wracking job taking a bullet out of a sitting president. Just leave it in. Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy. In 1985, the Golden Girls debuted on TV. And that was pretty much it for this day in history, September 14th. Birthdays today, Nas, Amy Winehouse, R.I.P., Jimmy Butler of the NBA, and also Margaret Sanger, proud eugenics advocate, KKK speaker, and mother of Planned Parenthood. Really interesting historical character there, Margaret Sanger.
I have to make a correction, guys.
Huh.
James A. Garfield, 79 days after he was shot. So he by far takes the
Whoa.
cake.
Holy shit.
79
Now
days.
that might not have been an assassination. 79 days.
Clearly not.
Yeah, something else happened there.
That was an infection.
Yeah.
79
anything.
days.
He died of natural causes.
Do you
about
think
3
this
months
happens
later?
to McKinley? Like he gets mixed up with Garfield because he's also a guy who didn't die right away.
Well,
Sad.
Garfield got
Sad for McKinley.
1881. Yeah, I don't know. I bet. I think I mixed them up. Well, I think I just mixed them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying you're not the only one. McKinley's getting lumped in with Garfield all the time.
Some guy spits out his drink in a bar. No, you mixed them up. 79 days.
The assassin is just like he's like free, just praying. He's like, oh man, I really hope this doesn't take a turn for the worse. It's been 3 months, man. You're cool.
Yeah, he's rooting for him to get better.
I really regret killing that president. Moving on to the trending news of today. Honorable mentions. Farva and Mac from Super Troopers are doing a show on True TV called Tacoma FD, and season 3 starts on Thursday, September 16th. Have you guys watched that at all?
No.
No.
Season 3.
As far as a rocking a
Season
mustache.
Yeah, they both have mustaches.
They like paired them with like real actors. Not that they're not real actors, but I guess that's how Hollywood sees any of the Broken Lizards guys. They're
It's
like,
like two
yeah,
of the
yeah,
Broken Lizard guys.
that's
with a
cool.
crew of
That's fine.
actors.
We're gonna pair you with some real actors, and we'll see how it goes. But no, I haven't seen it.
Oh, they're on season 3.
Yeah, good for them.
I'm gonna have to check it out. New Hawkeye series trailer is out. Marvel.
Great.
Series premieres November 24th. Has anybody seen the trailer?
What does he do? He finds lost stuff for people.
He's the arrow. It's Jeremy Renner is
He
the arrow
shoots
guy.
arrows.
Oh, okay.
He was actually badass when they made him like for one movie where they made him mad because his whole family died and he was just killing people with a sword, but he turned into a different character.
It's going
Endgame, right?
further down that
okay,
path,
good.
Mark.
He turned into like a different assassin character, like Hawkeye. Like it has a different name. He's an assassin. Hawkeye with the bow and arrow was pathetic for those first couple movies.
It's after that, so he's going to be after the badass days. So hopefully, it's
Hawkeye
still-
keeps being like, should we go back in time and fight crime?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I go back to that one era when
Right, where
everybody
he was the fucking king.
loved my character?
He's like winning archery contests.
Yeah. He's got like a little helper in this one. Jeremy Renner, also from Reno, so or lives here, so
Oh wow.
I'll support him. What else? Obviously, Ravens at Raiders on Monday Night Football. It's happening while we tape. Going to be a huge trender. Hopefully, you got to watch that live. The Apple versus Epic ruling came in late last week. As far as I can tell, Apple can still tax the hell out of developers in the App Store. And a bunch of other tech news about LinkedIn, Zoom, MailChimp, and Outlook dropped. I'm not really smart enough to report on it, but if you are interested in it, look it up.
MailChimp got bought. That was the big thing.
Right. Yeah. The Social
really?
Security Fund will run out by 2033, but that's not fun at all. And let's not talk about how taxes are going to go up just yet because it's September. So let's move on to number 2. The California governor recall election is today, September 14th. President Biden made a last-second trip out to California to campaign for Governor Gavin Newsome and look at the wildfire damage. I hope Biden asked Gavin why he cut the Cal Fire Forest Management budget right before the 2 worst fire years ever in the state, but I'm guessing that's a topic for another time since they both gave a speech blaming the fires entirely on climate change. No mention of the recent California Forest Management budget reductions. Biden did say he's now paying federal firefighters minimum wage since June, which is kind of sad when you think about it. It's like what they were making less than that before June, apparently.
What?
I don't know.
Is that like a volunteer? Is that like the average of them because of volunteers or something?
I guess something like that.
I think if you add up their hours, because it's like an insane.
Oh,
job, right, where they
okay,
could go
yeah. Like
like when they're
away.
sleeping.
So now they get minimum wage. Right. But that's good. I guess it's an upgrade somehow from what we were doing before. He also said that the solution to beat climate change is to pass all of his pending spending bills. Go figure. No questions, of course, after the speech. Stats on the California governor recall race that closes today. Again, all Californians have to mail their stuff postmarked by today, drop it off at a ballot box, whatever. It's 22 million ballots were mailed out. 7.9 million were returned as of Monday. 52% of those were from registered Democrats, 24% were from registered Republicans, and 24% were from registered independents. So unless some registered
So it
Dems
wasn't
are
even close.
fed up with Gavin, it looks like he could be safe, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're
So.
reporting he's safe for sure.
Yeah. Number 1, cream of the crop today. The Met Gala. Gala?
I think.
Gala.
Second
The Met.
one, yeah.
What's that, Pat?
Oh, I mean, I guess it's both, Will.
You can say it either way.
The correct is the second.
Gala?
Gala.
There you go.
Okay, the Met Gala, I didn't know, was on
Gala
Monday
night.
night. Gala night. Gala night. It was Monday night. It's a fashion show, apparently. Here's a picture of Saweetie, and check her out on the red
Damn.
carpet. Looking good.
Nice outfit.
Who's that?
Fashion. Saweetie.
So weedy.
So weedy.
Woo. She's got the McDonald's meal, everything. You can see
her.
why. Yeah, so that's what's happening on the red carpet. But nobody cares about what's happening at the Met Gala because right before it started, noted Bernie Sanders supporter Nicki Minaj revealed that she isn't vaccinated and she's had COVID-19 in the past, potentially recently, and that's why she did not go to the Met Gala. And the internet, when she made this announcement via Twitter directly before it started, went apeshit over it. Just absolutely bananas. Nicki tweets, "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with 2 strings that grips your head and face, not the loose one. Prayer emoji, heart emoji." So that's just Nicki giving out medical advice unsolicited because she knows. Because she's
Busy girl.
Let's get that picture of Saweetie back up. That's what's her
No,
name?
Mark.
Shawing? Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mark, you're going to want to see what Nicki tweeted 20 minutes later. She followed up with a clarification on a little bit more about why she hasn't got the jab yet. She says, "My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied."
Because of his big ass balls. Hey, I ain't marrying you.
We got to break that down. We
Yeah.
got to break that down line by line.
Yep. So
Pull it up, Will.
Yep. So Pat, her cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine, same as her, because his friend got it and then blamed. He said
His
his
impotency.
friend blamed his impotency.
This is a joke we made almost a year ago on the show saying it causes
Yes.
ED. Some guy with ED was like,
Yes.
"Oh yeah, COVID causes ED."
Yep.
Especially when you look at the second part of the statement, what was coming up, right? So let's assume that this guy might have been a pious gentleman,
had
maybe
become clean.
not having sex with his
Oh,
fiance
you think his
before
nuts were
marriage.
just full of sperm?
No, what I'm saying is the second part informs the first part in some respects because he had the ED, right? And the wedding was coming.
Yeah,
the
this was
the
an out.
wedding was really hanging over his head. You know what I mean? Like that's a tough date on the calendar if you can't get it up and you haven't banged her yet.
Very tough.
Yeah.
He had to come clean, and the vaccine wasn't out.
Yeah, it was an out.
And then her, this fiance, now it's on blast. Look, I know that Trinidad's a small country, right? Nicki Minaj is like she's like the president of Trinidad. Everyone in Trinidad knows now this guy.
Right. This guy's blown up.
And then
his
this woman
spot is blown up.
Yeah, is like a total cold-hearted bitch, right? That she's bouncing on him 'cause he's got ED.
Allegedly, I think that you guys are right, though. He's probably just using the vaccine as an excuse for his gigantically swollen testicles,
Yes.
if they even are, right? Like, because
She should have tweeted a picture next. That
Yeah,
would've been-
they
that
needed
would've complete.
proof.
That would have been the hat trick.
Pat, a lot of people were
She-
calling for the picture,
She
and
took
she
that
didn't
at
provide
face
it.
value, huh? And that
She
was
really
enough.
did.
That one story was enough for her.
It was over everything else, Mark. That's what she. That's on God, Mark. This got a lot of buzz, obviously. Of course, a ton of Randy Marsh memes. You see here, everybody's saying this Nicki Minaj's friend with the giant nuts. It's Randy Marsh. People claiming to be the anonymous man with the giant swollen nuts in Trinidad, like VP of Hard Factor Football Operations, PFT commenter. He made that claim. A list of many people who were on that list. But here's a great reply directly to Nicki's tweet that I thought, really summed up how a lot of people were feeling. Jennifer Prioli replies in all caps. She says, "OMG, Nicki, my husband got vaccinated, but I love his balls so much. Now I'm afraid. I really need that big round balls."
Oh no!
So-
They might get too big now. She likes them the way they are. They're perfectly big and round now.
I mean, Nicki's really caused a stir. and people are upset about this guy's balls in Trinidad.
Guys are getting their balls checked left and right.
He's got to show us.
Yeah.
Did she offer any like I don't know, like different remedies for taking care of it, like some Vicks vapor rub, or maybe some Colgate, some
Pat, her
some
remedy
Creole
is
folk
not
remedies?
taking the vaccine. Is her
She's
remedy.
like, now he's gonna have to get COVID.
Yeah.
That's the only way to reduce the swelling in the
her
balls.
Her reasoning about COVID was also pretty funny. She's like, I had it, and I had all the same symptoms that the vaccine people got. So, and yeah.
Her research just consists of, firsthand, cousin experiences.
Yeah, totally.
That's it.
Firsthand and trust my cousin's friend.
It consists of who sent her the message with the most emojis.
Exactly.
That one has the most emojis. I'm going with
deep.
that one.
Deep in the books.
Not very scientific, guys, and you can tell that's why the internet is pretty upset because
Nicki
she
Minaj
has
is-
been.
Nicki Minaj's research is going to take 30 years.
Yeah, dude. I mean, she's thorough. She's very thorough as a researcher, that's for sure. Step one: call her cousin. Ask how his friend's balls are.
Yeah. She's got. I mean, I think you guys are right. We need a picture of the nuts, or it didn't happen.
Tell you what, she would have got outstaged by Saweetie. So probably a good thing she skipped out on the Met Gala because she wasn't going to outdo that dress.
Right.
I'm just so happy that like her cousin's friend's testicles just like completely overshadowed the Met
That's
Gala.
enough.
Like
He always
the Met
talks
Gala
about
was
his
nothing
testicles.
compared to this dude's nuts.
Wonder what he's doing right now.
He's sweating. He's
He's
sweating
hiding.
and responding to texts.
Yeah. I
He's
know.
like, they're
I
going
know
down
it's
a
you
little
were talking about.
Yeah, he's like, no, they're going down a little bit. It's not even that big a deal. I'm going to talk to Nicki about it.
He's heartbroken, man. His fiance left,
He
dude.
shouldn't have lied to her.
He had no choice, Wes.
Yeah, he did. Don't if you're gonna go all the way to the wedding and then you want to pretend like COVID gave you impotency.
You're saying that he should have just come clean and said,
He
"Look,
should have come clean.
I'm
yeah.
impotent, and it's
Yeah,
not
that's
COVID
right.
related."
You
And
know how
my balls are gigantic. They're like
right.
bigger, way bigger than normal balls.
The vaccine's a perfect excuse for your impotency.
Wes is a wedding photographer and videographer. He doesn't like to see people disrespect all the way up to the wedding like this.
I mean, it's beautiful for me. I get to keep the deposit, but
That's true.
no work.
You would have had this guy's money.
his
eating
money's
shrimp.
mine.
Watching the shit unfold.
This is similar to me to that 200-page anti-vaxxer PDF that I got texted to me by an anti-vaxxer friend that claimed DMX as one of the casualties of taking the vaccine.
Oh,
Like I was reading through like page 1 through 9 was like, yeah, okay, these people may have died related to the vaccine. Then it was like, and then like page 12 was like DMX, and then
I
was
got,
like,
I got news for you. I don't think it was COVID or the vaccine that got DMX because
Right.
he's injected so much shit in his body that
That's
he's
what I mean.
immune-
Take a look at
immune
DMX,
to
dude.
any drug at this point. Yeah, R.I.P. DMX. Yeah,
R.I.P. It's a mess, fellas, with this whole balls vaccine situation. Hopefully it gets sorted out. And that's today's cup of coffee in the big time, which was brought to you by Full Bore Barbecue, the official barbecue sauces and rubs of the Hardo Hive. Full Bore Barbecue is proof the American dream is still alive when you have a superior product mixed with unstoppable work ethic. What started as a group of high school friends trying their hand at a local barbecue competition has turned into a company that is trusted everywhere, and it's known to make you the star of your backyard. The sauce and rub combinations are the best barbecue flavor profiles I've ever cooked with, period. Classic flavors with that extra something that puts them over the top with a wall of full-bore barbecue trophies to prove it. They know what they're talking about. They make a great sauce and rub. Over 30,000 units sold in the past year. One small business trying to support another. These guys are members of the Hardo Hive. Help them out. Find out if you can buy it local or just get it online at fullborebbqproducts.com right now. They've got recipes on the website too, but I'm not kidding when I say that these rubs and sauces can make anybody great on the grill, no matter what meat you throw at them. You could do chicken, pork, beef. They got it all. They got it covered with everything. All the rubs and sauces you could need. Follow Full Bore on Instagram at Full Bore BBQ Products for fan features and at Full Bore BBQ to see more of their work. We're offering Hard Factor listeners 10% off your entire order using promo code FACTOR. So stop forcing down that sweet baby raise and support a fellow Hard Factor listener by visiting fullborebbqproducts.com. That's full bore like a pig, bbqproducts.com to order yours today. And let's BBQ everything.
Yeah.
Get on it. All right, guys, got a new segment for you today called Poor Taste, ? Might do bad taste, ? Doesn't matter, it's working. In this segment, if we ever do it again, we shall highlight stories or things that are considered very offensive or in poor taste. And one of the biggest days for those kind of offenses just passed this past Saturday. I'm, of course, talking about 9/11, a day where, idiots take to Twitter, give horrible takes and comparisons. I'm sure you saw a bunch of the tweets. I saw a bunch of morons saying that the Capitol riots on 1/6 were actually worse than 9/11, and a slew of other horrible takes from people that should just put their phone down on 9/11. People.
Yeah, it's a good rule. Like when you're remembering a tragedy, to not use that as a moment to leverage that tragedy to prove your current point.
Right. Don't come up with any original thoughts. Just just say never forget and then reflect. But it wasn't just tweets that were offending people, and I'm going to cover some of the most egregious examples of poor taste that came out of this year's 20th anniversary of 9/11. First, a couple who got married on 9/11 is getting absolutely slammed for their 9/11 themed wedding, and it was this koozie. This koozie right here that really set it off on Reddit, on a Reddit thread. I guess it was.
Never forget 9/21. Oh.
Wait, what? Wait, but just because they got married on 9/11.
So here's what it is.
No. It's because the 11 were the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So it's a heart. It says never forget. It's a heart.
Mm-hmm.
9 Twin Towers.
Twin Towers, yeah.
21.
More important than remembering the actual 20th, like the actual event is that their 20-year later wedding is the one you should never forget.
Yeah, I think the never forget's the worst part. The Twin Towers is definitely bad as well.
Yeah.
It is.
So it wasn't a 9/11 themed wedding. They were just being cheeky with the fact that it was on 9/11.
It was on 9/11, and they made these koozies. I don't know what else kind of shit they had or whatever they said, but
they had people jumping off the roof.
Yeah.
Like Sky. Sorry, too soon.
Yeah, there was some bad stuff, but it was
too
this.
soon.
It was this koozie that did it. Yeah, there's some jokes on that Reddit thread I won't share. And of course, the Reddit thread was filled with all kinds of responses. Mostly people who say that they love dark humor, but this was just too far for them. Like this guy, Final Judgment. I'm all for dark humor, but the fuck is this?
Final Judgment said that. So
Judgment said that, and then another guy.
Yeah, the judgment ends with me.
Modern Health says, "How much you want for that koozie?" He liked it. He wanted to take it home. And then this one, Rabbit Suit. Maybe if they met on 9/11/2001 and they helped each other get to safety and they waited 20 years to get married, I could possibly understand, I think. Just trying to wrap my head around this one. And then Tanner said, I'm disgusted more that the print shop who agreed to make 100 of these. So
yeah, for profit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm disgusted at the print shop who should know better than the people hosting the event.
Yeah, the print shop just went ahead.
No, man, you got to give the print shop some space here, okay?
Yeah.
They just make the stuff for you. They don't ask what you do with it, okay?
Yeah, exactly. They're not at fault.
It could be for a movie. It could be for like a comedy movie. They don't like to don't print shop had nothing to do with that. It's the idiots getting married.
Wes, where was the wedding at? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't say. They blurred out. They tried to keep these couple anonymous because they didn't want them like literally getting death threats.
Hell,
so they blurred out their names. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I used to collect these koozies at weddings. They're fantastic.
I mean, that's an all-time collection.
I would have stole about 5 of these.
That's that's like the rare Pokemon or like the rare.
yeah. So maybe you can find one on eBay, but
like rare Beanie Baby.
Yeah, that's the first one.
That's really stupid, though. I mean, like, how could they think putting "never forget" on their wedding date of 9/11 was
because they're getting married? Well,
all appropriate.
Yeah,
I get your segment.
No.
It's poor taste. Is what it is.
Yeah. Well, they were saying that 9/11 actually people get discounts because people don't want to get married on 9/11. So they you can actually get a discount for your wedding.
So they leaned into it. They were like, all right, let's lean into it.
Yep.
I mean, there was a debate had, like a conversation was had between, like, because someone suggested that one of the couples, one of the members of the couple, and then the other person laughed and was like, no, can we? And then they had a conversation.
Yep.
and then one of them or both of them came to the consensus that they can and they should.
Actually,
and they did.
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's like when you have the angel and the demon on your shoulders and turned into two devils. Yeah.
They went
You
with
don't think anybody will get upset about that?
Well, that's good. I mean, because it is on 9/11, right? And like, it's gonna be on everyone's mind. So
look at the prices; those are pretty good.
We did save a lot on the date.
Yeah,
Get these.
And I've
koozies.
got this perfect slogan.
I know a guy that works at a print shop that doesn't give a fuck what he prints too.
This motherfucker is sick.
Yeah,
He is sick.
Wow.
So that's the first one. Next up in poor taste segment is a bar in Fort Worth, Texas, that is garnering some attention. Pat drew attention to this one for me because it's literally a 9/11 themed bar called Bar 9/11, and let me see if I can.
It's like FDNY stuff.
Yeah.
Like
So for people who drive by it might think, oh, what an idiot for naming the bar 9/11. Whoops. But then this tweet came out, and you guys can see it in the notes. I'll pop it in the video, which is Jesse Tyler. It says, drove by this bar and thought, I wonder what that's about. Turns out it's exactly what you think it's about. And there's the picture of the bar 9/11. And then inside, there are pictures of 9/11 with the Twin Towers smoking and then a timeline of the events. So it's just... You can just
So hold on. I've done a virtual tour of this, and I recommend you do it too. I go on Google, get in the photos, and walk around the virtual restaurant. I think either like the address is 9/11, or they were gonna open the bar on 9/11, and then they were like, oh, we'll just make it a forever memorial to 9/11. So it's really weird. It's like a Mexican restaurant, and then you walk through a cove, right, where you would like get a drink before they seat you, and you're just in 9/11 land. It doesn't make any sense.
No, so they did
it's a Mexican restaurant.
No, it's just a
9/11
bar.
It feels like that. It looks like that.
So they remodeled it in 2013. The owner is this
They got a lot
guy.
of business at this place.
It's in Fort Worth. So here's the guy. Yeah, I mean you just cry into your whiskey.
It's no way it's like someone's favorite spot, right? Like
If it's on the way home from work, it's going to be someone's favorite.
If you were if it was like a thing where it was like, police and firefighter themed, and like a portion of your meal like goes to like the the survivors.
But it's not that.
Okay, it's not that. It's
It's just the bar. And so this guy, the guy that owns it, this 62-year-old guy, Brent Johnson, he changed the name to Bar 9/11 after he remodeled in 2013. He says he means no disrespect or disregard. He says it's a tribute to the attacks. He also said he doesn't give a shit about Twitter. He says, honestly, I'm not a big Twitter guy, but I did read some of the stuff. Most of those people aren't from around here.
Luckily for him.
Yeah.
Not a big Twitter guy.
Yeah, and they were given a bunch of shit because he didn't plan anything for the 20th anniversary. His bar is called Bar. He didn't do anything special.
What?
Yeah. So that's why they were given a bunch of shit.
He just makes money off the name 9/11.
Yeah. Just people going in there like, can't be. Oh my God, it is. I'll have a beer.
Well, I'm already here. I'll have a beer and some chips.
Fuck it. Yeah. Give me the scorching inferno nachos, please. Yeah. Sorry. And finally, in the poor taste segment, my favorite, to Valparaiso, Indiana, where one specific float at the 40th annual Popcorn Festival is being just obliterated online, and this thing is in such poor taste that you just can't help but laugh at it. But here it is. Here's a picture of it. Boom. It's what it is it's just a float, and in the middle there's a plaque of all the names of people that died in 9/11, and on either side is a giant styrofoam replica of the twin towers.
Yeah.
The gashes, the where the
Holes
planes went
glass.
in,
And there's smoke coming off the top.
and they'd use a fog machine to have smoke come out of it. And then also in front are the 13 soldiers that recently died in Afghanistan. So it's just a fucking just.
It's a mess of emotions. It looks like
a mess.
It looks like a Tiz high school made the float. Is what it looks like.
Exactly. There's like one girl that died in the town from a seatbelt car accident. They got her picture up there too. It's just
Why did
it's a hodgepodge of memorials.
Really poorly done.
Kids,
memorials.
Yeah.
Someone died of like leukemia and stuff there.
Why are the
What are they
smoking
thinking?
buildings there? Why do they recreate the
So
burning
you know
buildings?
it's the towers, Will.
Because never
Yeah.
forget, Will.
Never forget. Just etch it into your brain. So the float was commissioned by the Valparaiso Republicans, who wrote on the post of the video, quote, "We worked so hard to show our love, respect, our sorrow to all the 9/11 victims, the soldiers who died in Afghanistan, and our first responders." And apparently, to top it all off, this is the worst part. They were playing recorded messages of the victims' calls to their family members.
Oh no! That thing?
Yeah,
that's like a horror show.
Oh, it is. It's a horror show.
Like smoking.
Right.
From that thing?
From that thing. Yes.
Yeah,
from
from
that
the
thing.
holes. From the holes in the building. That's where the speakers
Dude.
are.
Here's it. Yeah. Go ahead, Pat.
Fucked
I
up.
went down a so the new 9/11 documentary came out, which apparently is fantastic, and Kate started watching it.
There's two. There's one on Hulu and one on Netflix.
Right, and I walked in the room, and I went down that rabbit hole like probably 2 years ago and listened to all the victims' messages. It is.
It's
Gotta be terrifying.
I had to walk out of the room when
People
the
trapped to their death.
when the documentary came on. It was too much. Like I couldn't watch it again.
It's
This
awful.
is in a parade.
It's in a parade in Indiana, Main Street, Indiana. There's like kids. Well, here's a video of this one guy. He's commenting on the parade. He's like, "This is kind of fucked up." I think you can hear him.
A little fucked up. What the? Are you? What are you on?
He's on
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a fucking just abomination.
It looks like it looks like he turned like a grill,
It is an
like a
abomination.
smoker, into the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
For real, the
then
craftsmanship was not like that's the thing.
And
Like,
then oh,
if the
man.
craftsmanship was fantastic, maybe if you had a world class artist, but
No,
Wes-
still not.
Wes, you know what it is?
What?
It's a poor taste abomination rolling down the street.
It really is down Main Street.
I mean, I
Kids are
get
eating
where
cotton candy watching this thing.
that guy's he's really trying to help you never forget, but he went too far.
he has
Yeah,
a little
too far.
whiteboard on there for you to write in anyone that died recently that
Yeah.
you know.
Anyone you know.
It's
And
awful.
then on the flip side, it's like anything good that happened. Anyone get a promotion? It's just a mess. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
a whole.
mess. And the Valpo
The guy's
Republicans.
just like frantically smoking cigs in the
Is it
front
going
seat,
over
like-
well? He's looking for tears.
Man, you know pretty quick it's not going very well.
Now there's another
crying.
video.
For the right reasons, or
Yeah. There's another video of like a girl watching it. She's like 13. She literally just crosses her arms and she's just disgusted with it.
Oh no.
But the Valparaiso Republicans weren't backing down. They posted under the video after a bunch of backlash that said they claimed they got an email, quote, "An email we just received. Great job with the float. I know how much work was put into that. I know people think it's a disgrace, but that was not your intention. You also put the names of the victims in the middle of the memorial. Everyone has to be so sensitive about everything nowadays. I'm proud to live in Valpo, and I wish I was there to see this," which is a fake email.
yeah, so
no
for
one
sure,
said that.
great creative engineering by putting the speakers in the holes in the building.
I mean, are you kidding me with the speakers?
Well, I mean,
they have like a falling man
Yeah.
that just is on like
Yeah.
loop.
Oh.
What he did was he created
Oh.
a float version of like it's like he tried to do like a Holocaust museum exhibit, 9/11 style
diorama,
and then,
whatever the fuck
and then pull it down the street. It's just
Oh.
it's
The
intense.
holes in the building and the smoke coming out are. How about you just do the sign with the names and that's it? Just the sign with the names.
That's actually a pretty good analogy, Will, is if they were doing a holiday and they got like a bunch of like the skinny neighborhood kids or something.
Mhm.
You know, like that's how in poor taste it is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
There you go.
like trying to make one in the street on your homecoming float.
What do you say before we become too in poor taste? We move on.
Yes, let's move on. Yes. I think we've
All right.
gone there, but yeah.
Is that too far? I'm sorry.
No, it's
No,
just
no.
it's just getting close.
Yeah.
That's all. We're good. We're totally fine. And I've got news for you, but it ain't domestic. Okay, all right.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Boom. So we're gonna go to France, Afghanistan, the UK, South Africa, Zimbabwe. Get your passports out, motherfuckers. We're heading all over the place. First up, maybe the French government isn't that stupid as people say. You know, as they say, right? That French government isn't
They
as
do-
stupid as they say.
No, they say that a lot. They do. Especially all those rioting citizens. They'd say it all the time.
I agree. And how stupid could they be when they have like this egghead working for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guy looks pretty smart. That's smart nerd and French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian. And Jean-Yves is saying, hey, guess what? France doesn't believe a word the Taliban is saying. Okay, we don't think they want to work with us or other countries for democracy and peace. We think they're total pieces of shit, lying scumbag shitheads, and France will have absolutely no working relationship with the Taliban. He said it differently. That's how I paraphrase it. He said they said they would let some foreigners and Afghans leave freely and talked of an inclusive and representative government, but they are lying. France refuses to recognize or have any type of relationship with this government. We want actions from the Taliban, and they will need some economic breathing space in international relations. It's up to them. So he's like, hands off, fuck these liars, right?
Wow.
Yeah, pretty intense.
Pretty intense. Different response in the U.S. We're sending $64 million in humanitarian aid.
It is. It's also a different response. Their France's foreign policy dealing with terrorists as to their domestic response dealing with terrorists, which is to let the yellow vests get whatever the fuck they want. What demands do you want? We'll give you more. So a little bit different there, foreign and domestic policy from France. Macron has bent over backwards for the yellow vests.
They love protests. They love a good protest.
They work.
They'll take it straight to a riot too. They won't even fuck around. They'll just start fighting people at the protest. Like
when the president gives you more than you're asking for, then you're going to continue to protest. Yeah. Anyways, maybe it was. I don't know. I won't make another Macron's wife his old joke. We'll just leave it at that. I won't mention how old she is. Next up, let's check in.
How old is she?
She's like 70. He's like 45.
She's outside of our listener demo. I wouldn't worry about offending anyone.
She can't hear anymore, so it's all good. The ears don't work. Let's check in on 65-year-old retired British Army Major Michael Watley. How do you think he's doing?
Probably not
what did he
good
do
if you're
again?
talking about.
Probably not good since we don't know who he is and I'm talking about him, right?
Yeah.
The answer is not good. Retirement has been tough on Watley, mainly because he spends the majority of his time scamming and then stealing actual tanks from museums to add to his personal collection of military tanks.
that's awesome.
Wow. I'm actually fucking stoked on this because there was that story about that ex-Nazi that had a tank in his basement. I was like, it didn't add up to me. So
Watley's he's the collector.
Here's a tank he stole. So that's right. Since 2001, Watley claimed he was working on behalf of the Household Cavalry Regiment, using that connection to obtain more than 20 military vehicles and tanks from museums in Germany, Sweden, and Belgium, including the Royal Museum of the Armed Forces and Military History at something I can't pronounce in Brussels. So he's going to all these famous museums and telling them he works for like a company that he doesn't, and then forging fake paperwork and leaving with the tanks.
Holy shit. Just puts them on a fucking trailer and hauls them off. That's amazing.
I guess so. Watley would then sometimes trade and sell the tanks with other private collectors. In fact, he sold 3 of his tanks for £270,000. So he was collecting
gets that
them,
money?
storing them, and selling. He gets to keep it apparently. So unfortunately for Watley, an attentive British customs officer noticed the paperwork for the release of some of the tanks was clearly shady back in 2011. So 10 years ago, 10 years into his scheme, and he reported it. And then after years of investigation and court dates later, Watley has now pled guilty to 3 counts of misconduct in a public office, and he's received the extremely harsh punishment of 2 years probation and 150 hours of community service.
Worth it.
And he owes £1,500 back of the, probably millions. He made 270 that we know of. Yeah.
So worth it. This guy's like the catch me if you can of tanks.
Slap on the wrist for 20 tanks he stole.
I mean, there's something wrong there, dude.
Tank thief is a viable career path.
I mean, they might be missing something in the story, but
English tank
$270,000
thief.
pounds for a tank.
for 3 tanks.
Not a lot of margin there. Not a lot of, so 3 tanks, 270. What do you think
they
costs
said-
to
they
get
said-
one fucking tank out of
they
it?
said
They sold
3
one
vehicles.
for 200.
It's 70 grand to get a tank across the border. I guarantee that.
What?
Plus, then you got to store it, and then
Well, what border? He's just
No,
taking
not
it from
that
an English museum.
Yeah, they're all countries bordering, like close by. I'd say probably just let's say 20,000 pounds.
What, he's putting it on the channel?
I'd say
No,
10.
it's costing. It's pricey as fuck to get a tank out of
It's
there.
just a trailer.
He made money on this.
He had storages in multiple countries. I think he had like he put them in his little storage places while
guy's
he was
the best.
shopping. While he was
Is he
shopping
gonna write
on
a
the black
book while he's
market.
on probation, Mark? Because I want to read it.
What trailer does a tank fit on? You ever been to Europe? They don't even have fucking pickup trucks.
Dude,
there.
just like you see like tanks going down the highway
In
It's
America,
fucking
Wes.
oversized. Yeah,
Pat,
they don't
you
have
want-
those in Europe.
Pat, you want a tank moved? Ask Watley. He
yeah,
got
I
you,
mean, I'd be interested in how he's
Yeah.
fucking doing it
Yeah, there you go.
because I think he's losing money on the operation.
Well, here, let's stay in the UK. we'll start in the UK and we're going to bounce around Africa for this one. Okay. Hold on to your butts. But an investigation is revealing that British American Tobacco, an enormous company that owns Pall Mall and Lucky Strike, amongst other cigarettes and tobacco products, and sold over 650 billion cigarettes just last year, is being accused of bribing the president of Zimbabwe and paying people in South Africa to basically screw over their tobacco competitors in Africa.
Huh.
Shocking stuff.
Big bribe guy, president of Zimbabwe, I bet.
He is actually.
You wouldn't think
he was huge.
You wouldn't think Big Tobacco would stoop to these
ex-president.
lows, Mark. You know,
It's unbelievable. Can you believe it? Not British American Tobacco. I guess chivalry's really dead, guys.
Man, imagine being the
Can you believe
guy
it?
tasked to go to Zimbabwe and bribe the king.
if you work for Big Tobacco and you're going to like developing nations, I'm pretty sure you're assuming that you're going to go to bribe somebody. Like that's got to be like you before you take the job, you kind of have to know like, all right, that's
lay down a more stressful corporate position than flying to Zimbabwe and bribing the top leadership.
I bet it's easy.
But Wes is onto something. No, it's Wes is on something. This is the guy. They paid Mugabe's. That's his last name. He was the president from like 2010 to 2019, I think, around then. He got removed from corruption because everyone bribed him, and he accepted every single bribe that was offered him. They bribed his ZANU PF party $500,000 in 2013. He obviously accepted. They also, the more impressive thing, because that was the easiest thing they did. The more impressive thing is they paid a network of almost 200 secret informants in South Africa and Southern Africa in general to do things like obtain illegal surveillance of tobacco farms, like Patriot style, getting the practice film, and then in some cases just shutting down the competition in general through like governmental process. The people they paid ended up like working for task force, like in South Africa and other countries that were supposed to shut down black market cigarette operations. But instead, they were just shutting down competitors of BAT.
They just passed laws.
Yeah, they're just like this. No, they're like this farm's black market, and it was just like a company.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
you got a lot of money to bribe people with. Yeah.
Yeah, they had big swinging dicks that they were bribing everyone. BAT even bribed custom officials and police officers and paid people with currency cards from London that they loaded with cash, and then the informants and spies would then withdraw the money anonymously in South Africa, and that's the same payment method that La Costa Nostra and other organized crimes use. So BAT...
yeah, I was going to say, it sounds a lot like organized crime, yeah.
Hey, BAT... Shocking stuff from a big tobacco company. When asked for comment about these aggressive allegations, a representative for British American Tobacco said, hey everyone, let's all calm down and enjoy a few delicious Pall Mall cigarettes.
When I get stressed, I like to light up a cool Pall Mall.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
They're gonna be fine. They're just denying the allegations, but
of course they will.
Yeah.
I saw somebody. Also, they'll be fine. Cigarette companies will
They're
always be fine. I saw somebody this morning when I had to drive. I always drop my daughter off at daycare, but also was dropped my parents off at the airport. So I was driving all around this morning. I saw this one lady in her morning commute, just so casually enjoying her cigarette in the morning commute. It was one of the most relaxing things I've watched in a morning.
I've got a
long time in the world.
I've got a lady who every Friday around noon, she's probably like around 60, stress Subaru. She parks on the side of my house where there's like a fence, and it's like out of the way of wherever, and she eats like 2 donuts like every Friday at noon. She's her secret spot every fucking Friday. You know, she might have had a tough week. And look, when you're in a low point, you might feel alone. But over 50% of Americans struggle with their mental health. I know the last few years have been tough for pretty much everyone, including myself. We all need help sometimes, and asking for support when you need it is actually a sign of strength. Talkspace, our great sponsor, makes it easy to match with a licensed therapist and schedule live video sessions, all from the comfort of your device. You can start messaging your therapist the same day you sign up. Whether you're a parent, student, millennial, or just someone having a hard day, Talkspace can provide the support to help you feel better with a single message. Talkspace offers individual and couple therapies even, in addition to medication prescription services, which is awesome. Set goals with your therapist, and they can help make sure that you're actually progressing. Talkspace therapists help you develop tools to cope in difficult times, and they work work around your schedule. It's at your convenience. So, you don't have to like show up, get in the car, show up places, worry about a line. It's all at your schedule. Whether you're experiencing depression, anxiety, or other problems, Talkspace is the #1 online therapy platform to help you sort through any issue. They have thousands of therapists in dozens of specialties, including anxiety, depression, relationship, and more. So they can help you start feeling better. Start feeling better with a single message. Match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month with the promo code HARDFACTOR. That's $100 off when you use HARDFACTOR at Talkspace.com.
All right. Hey, real quick, guys, if you have credit card debt, listen to me. Wake up today and change that. And there's only one way to do it, and that's getting a credit card consolidation loan. A lot of people are weird about these because they think it messes with your credit. It doesn't. You know what messes with your credit? Having credit card debt.
Yes.
So go visit our partner, Lightstream, and get a credit card consolidation loan. Today is the day that you need to start working on your financial future. It dawned on me recently that Social Security is probably not going to be around, and I don't have any, which is fine because I don't really pay into it because I've never really had a job, but I don't have any savings or any sort of IRA or 401k or anything like that. So I need to make a decision, got my finances straight, and I did last year with Lightstream. They helped me out. They have rates starting at 4.98% APR with autopay and excellent credit. You're probably paying between 16 and like 27% right now. If you even look at your bill, which they make it really hard for you to do, it would make you vomit how much they're raking you over the coals. So there's only one way to shut them down, get a consolidation loan, take care of that credit card bill, and then just pay Lightstream, right? You could knock out 2, 3, 4 cards. They have $5,000 loans to $100,000 loans. You can get it the exact same day you apply, and there's no fee. So Lightstream believes that people with good credit deserve a better loan experience, and that's exactly what they deliver. So guys, just for our listeners, apply now, get a special interest rate discount, save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/factor. That's lightstream.com/factor, lightstream.com/factor, and that's subject to credit approval. Rates range from 4.98% APR to 19.99% APR, include a 0.5 autopay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply. Offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/factor for more information. Okay. Final stories of the day. Taco and salmonella retailer Taco Bell have been making waves this year, tinkering with their business model. First, they announced their DeFi restaurants, which are like a futuristic restaurant layout where robotic tellers will shoot soft boys and chalupas at customers with pneumatic bank-style vacuum tubes.
That's right.
That's pretty cool. You got that to look forward to.
We're
Here's your
almost
meat.
so close to the Matrix.
Yep.
We're just one more step. You just if you just put your mouth directly on the Taco Bell feeding tube, you'd be in the Matrix.
A robot will shoot it into the back of your throat.
You know how a microwave can get pretty gross if you don't clean it? Mm-hmm. Imagine those tubes, splattered meat and cheese.
Well, presumably it's in a bag and a wrapper, but we know that's not going to work out.
Come on.
There's going to be some loose wrapping.
Explode. Nacho cheese.
Yeah, what the fuck were they thinking? Thinking that that's the best delivery system for tacos?
Right. Those things are going to be so dirty. Just everyone's hands touching the thing.
Right.
Oh, God.
And no humans there to clean it because it's fucking all robots. Anyway, guys, you got that to look forward to, which is cool. But now Taco Bell's announced that they're offering a new business venture to kind of shake things up, and that is a monthly subscription service for their most hardcore taco devotees. That's right. For between $5 to $10 per month, depending on the location, Bellheads can get the Taco Lovers Pass, guys. And what does that afford you? Well, I'll tell you. It affords you one crunchy taco, or one soft boy, or one spicy potato soft boy, or one Doritos Loco taco per day for 30 days straight. And that's
For
via
$5?
Taco Bell
Whoa, what a
app.
fucking deal.
$5 to $10, depending on where you're at.
100% of people that had a GameStop membership are going to have this.
Do you think?
I've got a GameStop membership.
Yeah, you're going to get it, Will.
I mean, when Pat just described it, it sounded a lot better than at first.
Is it up your alley?
Nah, I mean,
a bunch of cold Mountain Dews,
the value,
video games, and a free taco.
The value is up my alley, but there's no way my internal organs could handle this deal.
Right.
Right.
10 years ago, would you have not signed up for this?
10 years ago, yes. That's a hammering on your intestines right there.
$5. That's incredible.
$5 to $10.
Okay, even $10 is incredible.
Yeah, but Wes, here's the thing. They get
gotta
you in
go.
the door
Yeah,
with
you
the
gotta
one
go.
taco, and then
Sure.
you have to keep getting more shit every day. You're going to
You're-
get extra Taco
True.
Bell shit.
You're
Yes,
going to
of
spend
course.
$1,000 a month at Taco Bell if you get this membership.
Right.
You're going to die.
Yeah, you guys are onto something. I mean, they're kind of trying to bite the trend that Burger King is doing that Wes covered a while back, where which they put together a monthly membership that kind of makes sense. A monthly coffee membership, or Panera Bread, a monthly tea membership. Taco Bell
Wine
just
membership, whatever.
tacos, one per day. Guys, this subscription is perfect for gamblers who love the rush of that 50-50 odds feeling of getting food poisoning that Taco Bells are offering, but they're interested in spinning the wheel more. 30 times a month, in fact, instead of the normal 3 odd times per year when you eat Taco Bell when nothing else is open, right? Like, think about the rush, man. You're going in there 30 days in a row. If you don't get food poisoning through that whole
Right.
month, man, you're on top of the fucking world, bro.
If it wasn't Fit Boy Fall, I feel like we would have to sign up for this. One of us would have to try
it's like
it.
that scene in Fight Club where Brad Pitt takes the convenience store worker out back and like puts the gun to his head and then frees him. That's what it would be like to eat 30 days of Taco Bell and not get food poisoning. It would be
You wouldn't get COVID.
you wouldn't
You
walk.
put 30 days of Taco Bell and go there 30 days in a row, then put that in your food
You're
and touch the
immune.
wrappers.
Can
You're immune
you-
to everything.
It's like
Except for
unbreakable.
heart attacks.
Yep.
Except for sodium. You're immune to everything. But
defeated
high
the
blood
need-
pressure.
You don't need
Except for
booster
high blood
shots.
pressure. Yeah.
This is I mean, this is gonna ruin. I think this is gonna ruin Taco Bell. Well, number one, can you just like buy a card that is like a membership card that like then you can just say, hey, here's my membership card, or do you have to like do it online? Because it like you could feed the homeless with this. Like, and if you really want to fuck with Taco Bell as like a competitor, you just hand out these memberships to homeless people, and they're just flooding Taco Bells.
All
right.
Everyone's coming for their one free taco.
Yeah, and they're only getting the one free taco.
So that brings up a really good
If
point.
there's
Wes.
a mad genius philanthropist who hates Taco Bell, he should definitely
he
do
could
it.
easily put them under.
Okay, so before we get to exactly how you do
Oh,
it,
put them under.
Yeah,
Puts their staff under. I don't know what the
it puts their
full
staff under. Yeah, for sure.
it reminds me. And I know
Imagine all the homeless guys going to the D5 booth, going
Oh,
to
yeah.
trying to get it
Yeah,
out.
I
Living
got
the
a
cars.
monthly membership.
It says
Doesn't even have
one.
You didn't get an online membership. You don't even have pants.
Yeah,
shitting in the bags
I got
and
the
sending
card
it
though.
back up the tube.
This robot won't give me my taco.
Yeah.
Guys, I've been in a position before in my life where I had unlimited Taco Bell.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
You handed it out to Wes and I. And some
Yep.
Yep. Taco Bell used to have, well, they might still have it. It was a really cool program called Taco Bell's Feed the Beat. And if you were in a nationally touring band and you knew the publicist or whatever, they would just send your band $500 worth of Taco Bell gift cards. I had like
way.
4 bands on the program. So I had like $2,000 worth of Taco Bell. And at first it sounds sweet. Also, this was like 10 years ago. So everyone was, in like their early 20s and very poor because we were in the music business. And you're like, fuck yeah, Taco Bell on the road.
And
Dude.
metabolisms are working a little better.
I had to
Yeah.
fucking I had to give those cards away outside of the bands, like probably like $900 worth of Taco Bell I gave to other people because the bands were like, just don't get this fucking shit anywhere near me anymore.
So yeah, so what would you have to do? Would you take like pictures with the Baja Blast and post it on social? And then
Well,
like,
dude,
that's
this
the
was-
payment for the Taco Bell.
That was the
card?
idea. That was the idea. But you didn't even have to do that if you didn't want to. So shout out Feed the Beat. Guys, the pilot program is rolling out across 17 Tucson area locations from September 9th to November 24th. And it's via app, right? So you get on there. I just did it. I downloaded the app. You should too. I put my location in as Tucson. I selected my pickup situation. It launches a secret menu, right, where I can then sign up for the app, add it to my cart for $10 a month. So for those of you Arizonans who recently defeatedly asked God, how could my life get any worse? This is your answer. So
Yeah.
get on
Bell
it.
subscription.
Yeah. All right, guys. One last story.
Yeah. Just get Pop the Clutch from Hard Factor instead. If you want to spend $10 a month,
I know.
patreon.com/Hard Factor.
So much better for your life and your health.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Long term, you'll be liking Taco Bell better for the first week, and then you'll wish you had popped the clutch. So we just trust us now. Don't make the mistake.
It's better than the $10 Taco Bell.
No, I
What are
know,
you gonna,
but like,
what are you going to listen to while you're on the can all the day? Because
You're gonna have to
You
get
talk
it.
about
If
you
you
need
get the
content.
Taco Bell, yeah.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/hard factor. Okay, last story, guys. If you looked at the 3 current private space companies that have popped up in recent years and thought, there's no way that this is a sign of a trend that the billionaires of Earth know something that I don't and are preparing an exit strategy for when the floods and the storms and the fires make Earth uninhabitable, then listen up, because a 4th, less rich but still very rich dude will now be sharing something other than ED with Bezos, Musk, and Branson. Pour an extra glass of adrenochrome and get an a XXL spacesuit ready, guys, because Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak has entered the private space company club.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I would fly on Woz's ship because it's going to be trippy. He's like, he's a real weirdo. And I feel like he's going to have some real artistic
space
touches.
is weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space is supposed to be, it's going to be.
Space is bizarre.
Yeah. Like he'll allow you to do like acid on his ship.
You might not even leave Earth, but you'll feel like you're in space.
Yeah, here's the bill. We totally left Earth. No, this is a little bit more blue collar. Well, and I'll tell you why. So on Sunday night, Wozniak tweeted a cryptic announcement. Said, quote, "A private space company is starting up unlike the others." And he embedded a video and a link to the website for Privateer. That's the name of the company. Not much info about what the company does quite yet, but it does seem that the good folks over at Gizmodo did a little Big J journalism sleuthing and put together that a press release from an unrelated 3D titanium alloy printer that came out recently this year described Privateer as, quote, "a new satellite company focused on monitoring and cleaning up objects in space." So it's a space trash company.
Oh, there are like
That's
28,000 pieces of space trash just
That
out
is
there.
smart.
Wozniak, man.
Our
That's smart.
homeboy, the smartest guy in the world that came on our show, it was space trash that they found out there, right?
It's a
That's
serious
what it
issue,
says.
bro.
Avi Loeb, yeah.
Or it wasn't space trash. This one particular
That one thing wasn't, but
The
there's so
one
much
thing
space
wasn't,
trash.
yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch out. Wozniak's gonna clean it up. I mean, he was like Jobs' right hand man, right? So
Yeah, I mean, he was, and you could look at this in one of two ways, Will. You could look at it as like, Woz is starting a space company, and that's a smart move. He's getting a jump on essentially becoming the Lucchese crime family of the skies.
Yeah.
Everyone knows trash pays.
yeah.
Or you could look at it more like a fitting punishment for being only worth between $10 and $100 million. This after he sold off and shared with employees major portions of his once 34.6% ownership stake in Apple before and after the company's IPOs. But
Yeah,
I'm kidding,
Woz,
actually.
nobody ever claimed Woz was the best money manager. All
I'm
right,
kidding.
he's
Woz doesn't give a shit.
ideas guy. All right,
He doesn't give a shit.
Million.
Woz doesn't care what he's worth. He's that type of guy. He gave a lot of his money to Apple employees so they could share in the IPO. It's very cool. Really, guys, the person who probably does give a shit is the original third partner of Apple, Ronald Wayne, who sold his 10% share for $800.
Ronald.
Let me do the math.
He's
Would
not
be
alive,
worth-
right?
No way.
He's very old. If he is, that would be worth $100 billion today, or half a Bezos. Half
100
of
billion.
Bezos, if he kept his 10%.
He must have been insufferable to be around.
Mm-hmm.
still to this day,
Yeah.
he still is. There's legends about how
No
insufferable.
matter what he
is.
says.
I don't think he's gotten less insufferable.
Every conversation steers back to whatever you're talking about. Steers back to how he sold Apple for $800.
$800. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. Check out patreon.com/Hard Factor. Welcome all the new patrons. Hey, if we're lucky, and this is not a promise, but if we're lucky, we're going to have our firefighting member of the Hardo Hive on Friday's show, hopefully.
Oh, nice.
To
hell
talk about
yes.
what it's like fighting fires when walking on trees. And,
Do you mean like if he's alive? Or-
No.
Oh, no, it's a joke. It's a firefighting joke.
That's fucked up. Too
That
far.
was-
I mean,
that
on
was
this
so-
episode,
that
it's
was fucked up.
just about in the middle.
That was poor taste.
Have a great fucking day.